And welcome back. AAA predicts more than 42 million Americans will hit the highway this weekend. For a lot of people, that means driving on icy roads through snow and freezing rain. In winter weather, as you know, it is tricky business. So on this morning's Health Watch, we're going to show you how to brake on ice and navigate a skid if you happen to be unlucky enough. Plus, what to do before you even start your car that can possibly save your life. Joining us now is the car coach, Lauren Fix. And Lauren is the author of Lauren Fix's Guide to Loving Your Car. As we like to say here, the fix is in. Good to have you with us this morning. How are you?
Thank you. Glad to be back.
Congratulations on the book. I know, very helpful. One of the things we always talk about is prepare your car before you even head out on the road. Right. And wiper blades are essential, especially with that freezing rain. 80%
of your driving decisions are based on visibility. So if you haven't replaced your wiper blades in a while, that and headlights are all critical. Visibility is really the most important.
And we have, this is kind of a...
Right. This is a winter wiper blade. It has a jacket on, just like you would put a jacket on. It has a jacket on. Another option would go to a beam blade, a year-round blade. And this one actually is great because if you have windshield chatter, like on a minivan, you will no longer have that with a beam blade. So that's really important. And again, replace your headlights. It's really important to do that as well.
And you're talking about vision out there, the glares that you get when it snows, and even with the glare from the sun coming down. Sunglasses are definitely essential.
Right. And I recommend polarized sunglasses. You can buy, cheap ones or real expensive ones depending upon what you prefer. But the secret is the polarized ones will cut the glare, because when you're driving, you'll get the reflection off the snow, especially on a gloomy day. That's when it can be even brighter than it would be during the summer.
Let's talk about tire pressure, because that is really key. And I think a lot of people probably don't put a whole lot of emphasis on tire pressure. Why is it so important?
Well, there's only 4 things that touch the ground, whether you're driving a little Mini Cooper or a big truck. And those 4 tires need to have the tire pressure checked once a month against the number that's inside your driver's door. There's a door placard. Now, one of the things I recommend is...
You're putting gloves on here.
I'm putting gloves on. Well, I wear gloves when I washer fluid. I check tire pressure or add gas. Forget the stick gauge. Everyone has one of these. You know what? Forget that. That's just useless. We want to get a digital tire pressure gauge. This is going to be the most accurate. It's sort of like the thermometer that goes in your ear. And it's really easy to do. Let me just show you. Very simple. If you go down to your tire, there's a little cap. You want to take the little cap off. You take the valve stem and you match it up to the gauge. You just push it on. Now this is a spare, and it actually has low pressure. So don't forget to check your spare. This is only 21 pounds. So if you had a flat and you had to replace it, the spare would be flat.
What should it be? Normally, what should it be?
Whatever it says inside your driver's door. And every vehicle is completely different. So that's really important to check that. Do it once a month when the tires are cold.
We're going to, we've got our little mock car seat right here, so I'm actually going to sit in. And we want to talk about where the steering wheel, where the seat should be adjusted for when you're driving to make it, obviously, for optimal driving
conditions. The first thing is have your hands at 3 and 9. That's really important. And the second thing is when you're sitting back in the seat, you want the center of the steering wheel, the airbag is, to be 12 inches from the center of your chest. The reason for that is if the airbag deploys, you're going to get the safety portion. If it's too far away, you're not going to get the most safety. If it's too close, you could actually cause damage.
So we're looking good arm's length, right? Slight bend of the arm.
And your arm's bent. So that's really critical.
I've got our fake gas pedal and fake brake pedal here too. When driving, I mean, there are some people, like we mentioned before, in SUVs, think they can just kind of gun it right through everything, and it's not necessarily the best thing.
Every car on ice is going to have issues. I don't care what it is, even if you have snow tires. And I run snow tires on an all-wheel drive vehicle. So when you hit ice, you have to think about what am I going to do. But the first thing is you see something happening in front of you, and you think, oh, I want that situation to stop. So your natural reaction is what?
Hit the brakes.
Well, that's not the right reaction, believe it or not. Look for an escape route. Always keep your eyes open, especially when the weather is like this way. Give yourself plenty of distance. And then what you want to do is use the gas pedal to feather the gas and drive away from the situation. That doesn't mean slam on the gas.
Yeah, but isn't that tough to convey to people, though, if they're in trouble? I think anyone's first inclination would be, boom, jam on that brake.
Right, because you want to stop. Right, so you naturally should practice that in a parking lot. And you'll watch, you have better car control by using the gas pedal.
Okay, let's say that I'm trying to negotiate a turn, and then all of a sudden I can feel myself hydroplaning, spinning out from the back or whatnot. What's then, I know you always say, turn into
the steer, and turn into the steer, and you should practice this in a parking lot without telephone poles. And use the gas to accelerate away from. That doesn't mean slam on the gas. Again, you have to learn to play with the gas. Everything's like dancing. It's just a little bit of smoothness, and you can actually practice that. I have my kids doing that, and they're teenage drivers, and they're very, very safe. I'm not at all concerned. But the key is to give your brake in a straight line, then do your cornering. The distance is the most important.
I think it's the fear people get when you feel the car is out of control, knowing what to do in that split second, because you don't have a whole lot of time to react.
That's true, and so your natural reaction is to hit the brakes. But if you think about using the gas pedal, practice that situation, do your braking in a straight line, your cornering, and use your anti-lock brakes. Don't try to pump the pedal like you used to do in the cars in the 70s. You want to use that ability to brake and steer.
All right. Lauren, thank you so much.
Thank you.
For more tips on driving safely this holiday season, just go to our partner in health, webmd.com, and search Safe Winter Travel. Luckily, my car's in a little better shape, and my steering wheel is attached, so I should be okay this winter. Thanks so much, Lauren.